Okay, I'm back. Um, okay, two topics. One, LeBron James made a really dumb tweet about how some cop is next or something. I don't really care, but a lot of people get mad at LeBron James, and I don't, because I feel sorry for LeBron James. I pity LeBron James. Did you see that guy try to read out of a book? It's sad. He's got millions and probably $1 billion damn dollars, but he can't really teach him. He can't educate himself. It's like he just can't. So I don't understand why people are so mad. I mean, if you follow LeBron James and listen to what he says, anything outside of him playing basketball is what he's good at, is basketball. Anything outside of that, he's not so hot at. So I don't get why people are. It's like he's kind of like an idiot savant. He's really good at basketball, like really fucking good at basketball. But everything else, he's like kind of retarded at. So that's what I wanted to say. Two, why I get down on the Pentagon. And I want to do this Afghan thing again. When we went to war in Afghanistan, who was the Afghani government? It was the Taliban. So we went to war with the Taliban. What was the objective? To get Osama bin Laden? And he was in Pakistan when we got him. So it's kind of obvious that there's no real objective to Afghanistan. We went to war with their government, which was the Taliban, which is not a very good government. They're kind of like Stone Age government. You know, it's like all these, I mean, I'm sorry, but all these Muslim theocratic states are all like Stone Age governance. So what are we doing now? The Strategic Partnership Agreement. Well, with who? Their government? Haven't you annihilated that government yet? No. No, they didn't. They didn't do what they needed to do. They didn't use the weapons. They didn't put in what they needed to put in, just like in Vietnam, except Vietnam, they should have done up to whatever they could have. You know, they should have used everything. It's like Somalia. When Clinton went into Somalia, he just sent like infantry with helicopters. There was no tanks. There was no like air support. They didn't have what they needed, right? Same thing in Afghanistan. I haven't studied it because they don't tell you shit about Afghanistan. Oh, this battle went on. After the first couple of years, it was like, when was the last time you heard about an operation in Afghanistan or Iraq? When's the last time you heard about a significant battle over there? When's the last time there was any kind of evidence that anything was happening over there in Afghanistan, outside of the poppy production thing? Because we went to war with the Taliban. The only economy they had was poppies and Islam, and that's it. Okay, we went there, we've been failing, and the Pentagon, like Lindsey Graham, my senator, doesn't want to leave. It's like, what are you so afraid of, right? It's like they went to war with, what do they do? What does Afghanistan do after they're done with the war? They go back to herding goats, okay? They might be the Taliban or whatever, but if you're that concerned about it, then drop a nuclear warhead on them and annihilate them. That's what the military does. You're supposed to win when you use the military. And the military doesn't know how to win anymore. They know how to stall. They know how to sell poppies and control an oil field they know how to take orders from Barack Obama and pull out and go back in and pull out and go back in like everybody's watching some sick porno about pulling out and going back in and pulling out and going back in, okay? And it's gone nowhere. So that's why when I look at these generals, like, I wasn't educated at West Point, but I know that you were, okay, Mr. Pentagon Man. Why is it that I can look at this situation that we're in and you can look at the situation that we're in and we can see two totally different things? I see a bag of shit and you see dollar signs. That's why I want to smack you. Because that ain't dollar signs, that's a bag of shit, retard. So if you want to keep telling me about how we got to stay in Afghanistan, I'm going to start cloning myself. I'm going to start a business with cloning. I'm going to start cloning myself. And I'll put a really bad general suit on with Mr. In Charge, and I'll send one of my clones into the Pentagon strapped with anything that he's got intelligence shit, right? So that he can like hand you the correct answer, and you'll all start going to him. All the Pentagon people like, wow, this intelligence guy's got answers. It's like, will you wipe my ass? No, it says no. Like, should we continue to fuck up in Afghanistan? No. Okay, what should we do? Fuck them, leave, and then watch them. And if they want to, well, you should really nuke them probably. Nuke them or leave and watch them. And if they fuck around, bomb them again. But no truce. We don't need the boots on the ground. And I could go in there and be the savior of the, and I get the whole thing, and it's a clown because you know they're gonna torture him. If you go, you can't go to the Pentagon. Just like you can't go to the House of Representatives because they're pricks. They're failures and pricks, small-minded and unintelligent. It's like you may as well go to LeBron James if you want a military strategy for Afghanistan. Bam! So that's why I say they suck. And fuck you, George Bush. Both of them.